Why, hello there, my name is Depth Charge 2030, and today I'm talking about Constantine, issue number 16. Take a look at this cover art. It's, basically Constantine and a werewolf there. I like the whole. Here's the thing, I like how, for the past couple of issues with Constantine, the covers have been shifting from tone and really just been like artistic beyond belief. This is more like I get this whole Halloween feel, and it works. It works. It's cool. So I like the cover. So jumping in, talking about the issue, we are introduced to this guy who's hanging out in Germany. He's being like, hey, there's this forest out there where, if you go in there, you'll never leave, because there's, like, magic in there. And so he's trying to sell a charm to Constantine, but Constantine, he's just like, I don't need a charm. I respect you and all, but I need to be in that force. So basically, all the way in issue 13, Constantine, he found out that Zatanna was mucking about with his mind, and he's just like, damn it, Zatanna. So he's there to meet this one guy named Albrich, so he can get Albrich to undo what Zatanna's done to his mind, except he's not the only one looking for Albrich. There's this trio of cold flame assassins here to kill Albrich, so they're here to do that. So Constantine, he's got to find Ulrich first, and so the thing with the Force is that it's kind of you got to see the trees for the trees, and yeah, so it's very hard to locate Ulrich. But Constantine, he realizes that the Force itself is a reflection of itself, so he just finds the one place that is a reflection of the original and locates where Ulrich is hiding. And so when Ulrich Albrecht, he's just this old man. He's hanging out in his cabin, and it's pretty interesting. He's just like, oh, hey, Constantine, I had a dream about you. And Constantine, he's just like, okay, dude, you're a Xylomancer. That's cool. I have no clue what a Xylomancer is. I'm presuming it's something interesting. So then the Cold Flame Assassins, they burst in. They're like, oh, we found you. And then Albrecht, he's just like, ha ha ha, I'm an old man, so you seem. And then Constantine, he kind of kills one of the assassins in secret, but then another assassin, he's just like, oh, there's Constantine. And Constantine, because the assassins are pretty dumb, and it's funny, he's just like, I'm supposed to be here. Uh, don't turn your back on Albrecht. Yeah, and so the assassin just goes, yes, you are correct. This makes sense. Why is my brother dead? And so he goes over to kill Albrecht, except Constantine's just like, okay, just a little bit more, then I kill you. But then Albrecht, he turns into a werewolf and kills the assassin. And so Constantine, he's like afraid, and because his charm that he was going to kill the assassin with is primarily composed with silver, Albrecht, he's not too happy. He's just like smacks Constantine against the wall and knocks him out. And Constantine, he wakes up later. Albrecht is just like normal again. He's just like smoking a pipe and all that. He's being like, "Oh, why, hello, young lad. You don't mind that I stuffed that weird tent uh, Cthulhu monster that was hanging out with these two? I'd like to stuff it because I've got nothing better to do. I live in a cabin in the woods." And so Constantine basically gives Albrecht the rundown. He's like, okay, can you mind fixing my mind here, man? It sucks. It sucks. And so that's when Albrecht is just like, dude, if I do that, you won't be the same person that you are now. You are the sum total of, everything you are. And basically, Albrecht would be kind of messing with that. Except at the same time, Constantine's just like, just do it. Just do it. Forget use a ton. Yeah, and so through the eyes of the Cthulhu guy, the temple back at the temple of the Cold Flame, Tanark and Sargon, they're able to witness what's going on, and they're like, Constantine, you sod. And so that's when they go like, let's use the kill switch that we got from Papa Midnight back in issue 13. And they're like, that's a good idea. And so they do it with their whole pointing with their two fingers, and it's just like, oh. And so that's when Constantine's head kind of blows up, and that's the end of the issue. Yeah, his head blows up. That's the end of the issue. So, what I think about it, it's not the best issue they've had as of recently, but it's a necessary issue. They're finally making good on a plot line that they've had and they've been kind of dragging out, not dragging out to the point where it's obvious, but if you just look back, they're like, oh yeah, that's a thing. And so they finally made good of the kill switch from issue 13, so that's good. The introduction of Albrecht and what he is, it's because I don't know what a xylomancer is. I'm like, is that what a werewolf is, or not? And because actually at the same time, I'm like, wait, then wouldn't Constantine know that he's a werewolf? So I don't know what that is. So all in all, Constantine, it's interesting to see him just being wanting to be his old self again, and just his journey to that, and the lengths he will go to be himself and not something else. So it's interesting to see that. I'd give this a comic a 3 out of 5 though, mainly because I'm just like, but plot holes I don't understand, whatever. So I like the art; it's decent. This was done by Salazar, I believe. I forget his name, but yeah. So my name's Depth Charge 2030. This has been me talking about issue 16 of Constantine, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Take care.